Hi, and welcome back to my film and TV channel. But yes, we're going back to a film that's been knocking around for a little while, but it's just appeared, or it might have been on for a while. But Amazon annoys me at the moment. The menu system is pretty awful. They did change it over the last 2 or 3 months, and I just find it a little bit of a pain now. So this might have been available for a while on Amazon, but I just stumbled across it and I thought, oh, I'll give it a watch. I've not watched it. So I'm going to have a look at a supernatural horror film today on Amazon. As at the 16th of November 2022, called Spell. Please, if you are new to this channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. I try and inform, as I say, it's not just my views, I give the views of other people so you can make your own judgments. So I try and inform and entertain if I can, depending on what we're talking about. Of course, some darker subjects, perhaps not, but if something's a bit lighter, perhaps we can. And of course, it'd be great to have you on board. Spread the word, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, be great. And if you can give us a little thumbs up as well. It's nice to get views, of course it is, but it's nice to get thumbs up as well. It's just much appreciated, certainly by an old film and TV watcher like me. Right, Spell, yes, a supernatural horror directed by Mark Tonderai. 91 minutes, so yeah, just about the right length. I'm happy with that, no problem with the length. 15 certificate. As I said, I watched this on Prime on the 16th of November 2022. So all these scores was at that date. And I've looked at the various thoughts of people on the internet and stuff like that. Rotten Tomatoes audience, yeah, not the critics, 56% positivity, which is fair. I think this is round about what this film deserves. Internet Movie Database, very similar. 57% positivity, 5.5 out of 10, and that's over 8,000 reviews. Because as I said, this has been around for a little while. What's the film about? Well, we'll have the critics' views in a moment. It's about, flying to his father's funeral in rural Appalachia, Kentucky. An intense storm causes Marquis to lose control of the plane carrying himself and his family. He soon awakens, wounded, alone, and trapped in Ms. Eloise's attic. Eloise claims she can nurse him back to health with a hoodoo figure she's made from his blood and skin. Unable to call for help, Marquis desperately tries to break free from her dark magic and save his family from a sinister ritual before the rise of the blood moon. There you go. It stars Omar Hardwick, Loretta Devine, John Baisley, Lorraine Burrows, Hannah Guerrera, Khalifa Burton, Tamisha Masha, and Steve Malulu. So, forgive my pronunciations, I've got any of them wrong. What about the critics today? We've had the public that's a bit middling, but to okay. Rotten Tomatoes and critics are very similar, actually. 48% no positivity on the critics, so less than half. That's based on 50. An average rating of 5.3 out of 10, so still below the 6 out of 10 I like to see, but again, not a disaster. And the consensus of Rotten Tomatoes critics, despite a promising beginning, this repetitive and predictable thriller lacks enough of an identity to cast much of a spell. See what they did there? Very clever. Metacritic, the other critic site we'll look at, reports a score of 38 out of 100, a lot less. That's just based on 6 critics, so it's a little bit unfair to base too much on that. And it scored anywhere between 38 out of 100 and 60. So let's name and blame, or name and acclaim some of the critics that put their name to this. Benjamin Lee from The Guardian, he said, it's mostly a familiar, if not entirely fruitless, trudge down a well-trodden path, one that takes us into, at times, questionable territory. I'm not too sure what it means by the questionable territory. It's a film, it's not real life, it's just fiction. Richard Rupert from Chicago Sun-Times says, another cheery woman holds another injured man hostage. I think what he's getting at there is a certain other film that we all love, and I still love to this day. I'll more than that in a moment. And with a dark magic twist in this mesmerising little film. They are mesmerising, so Richard likes it, even though he's a bit critical of the plot. But hey, give us a film that hasn't got a plot that we've not seen before in some sort of stage anyway, some sort of gauge anyway. Hollywood Reporter's Frank Scheck, he didn't like it too much, only give it 40. He said, heavy on oppressively humid atmosphere and light on originality, the film is a mostly forgettable genre exercise whose viewers won't miss much by watching at home. Well, that's what it is. It's a bit more than that in a moment as well, but if you're watching it at home, why not? There's nothing wrong with that. Variety's Dennis Harvey liked it a little bit more, though. He gave it 60. He said, this is a decently stylish thriller with occult elements that should satisfy viewers' genre requirements, though few will demand a second watch or sequel. Well, I'm watching it as a one-off. I don't particularly want a big franchise of 10 series of this. It's just a film. It's just a film to watch. Right, my thoughts, guys, before we go, as you can see, a bit mixed. I think middling, isn't it, this one? And my score's going to be my old splinters in the bum, sat in the face fence score of 5.5 out of 10, which say it was okay, it was fine, it was okay, worth the score. Not a total waste of 91 minutes. And there's nothing wrong with that as a throwaway watch. Just I think we've hinted at it by the critics, think of Misery with a voodoo tinge, and that's what we get. No rocket science, nothing, no bells and whistles. That's basically what this is. And in fairness, it does make me want to go back and watch Misery again. Perhaps I'll certainly go and watch that again rather than watch this again. Or I can't imagine ever watching this again. But it does make me want to go back and watch Misery again. It has been a while. I've not seen it for a long, long time. The COVID pandemic, someone said about the small screen at home, didn't they? The COVID pandemic put a stop to this being on at the big screen, which is fair enough. Obviously, as far as budgets and getting its money back, it's probably struggled because of that. But thankfully, watching at home, streaming, it passes 91 minutes as okay entertainment for me. All right, I might have grabbed for my phone a couple of times while it was on in the background, but hey, so what? That's a lot of TV watching. Well, I think personally that's what it is for me anyway. If you have a similar feeling, so yeah, it's okay, it's fine. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, about Spell, as I said, it's been knocking around for a while. You might have seen it a long time ago before I did, but I stumbled across it. I watched it and it was half decent, so I thought I'd do a review on it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, until we meet again, and that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.